Hi students, so continuation of the short questions under profits and gains of business and profession. Okay, so once you see this 10th question, how you will deal with the following while computing the business income he has given. Nothing but while computing business income, these items how we are going to deal with. So first, what he has given: donations 15,000 he has given, registration expenses of business assets 48,000 he has given, sales tax 12,000, interest on wife's loan 38,000 he has given. So first you see donation 15,000 he has given. So donations are not allowed as deduction, as it is no here related to business added to the net profit. So here in case of donation it is not related to the business expenditure, so that's why it is not given as a deduction. Next, coming to the registration expenses of business assets. So expenses related to the registration of business asset, so it is a capital expenditure, so it is not a revenue. So capital expenditure so hence it is not allowed as a deduction. Okay, nothing but the expenses are related to the registration expense related to the business only, but these expenses are considered as a capital expenditure, so that's why it is not allowed as a deduction. Next, coming to the sales tax. Regarding the sales tax, I have explained already in the 7th question. Once you see here, sales tax is a business tax and it is allowed as a deduction. Okay. Next, interest on wife's loan. Nothing but if suppose here the SSC has taken a loan from the wife and he is paying interest to that loan. So here once you see here, it is a personal expense, hence it is not allowed as a deduction. Personal expenses, it is personal expense is debited on expense, then added back to the net profit. So here what is them? It is treated as a personal expense, so that's why it is not considered as a business expense. Okay. Next, coming to the 11th question. 11th is related to the depreciation sum. Okay, so in case of depreciation, first of all I will explain you conditions over here, nothing but rules over here. Once you see, if asset is in the previous year, if suppose the asset is purchased for more than 180 days, if assets time period is more than 180 days, then what we have to do, as per the rate of depreciation we have to calculate. But if it is less than 180 days, it is less than 180 days, then 50% of depreciation, first 50% we have to calculate, and then we have to calculate the depreciation, means 25% we have to calculate as per this question. So once again listen carefully. If asset is for more than 180 days, the normal rate of depreciation we have to calculate. If asset period is for less than 180 days, nothing but from purchasing to till previous year, if it is less than 180 days, then what we have to do, first we have to calculate the 50%. First we have to calculate the 50%. Next rate of depreciation we have to apply over here. So once you see this question over here, calculate depreciation from the following information he has given. So written down value on 1/4/2013 5 lakhs. Okay, nothing but it is a old asset. Okay, when they have nothing but written down value, not even purchase value date he has given, it's written down value on 1/4/2013 he has given. So here what we have to do means, it is a previous question, that's why the dates he has given this way. If suppose for you the question will be in that way, written down value on 1/4/2000 it will be around 1/4/2019 it will be there, so it is 5 lakhs. Additions on 1/6/2019 it will be 5 lakhs. Sale proceedings, just I have changed here sale proceedings of part of it 2 lakhs on 1/11/2013 he has given, so 1/11/2019 you take. So rate of depreciation is 25%. So year 2019 I have made 2019. Okay, see, calculated depreciation of written down value for the assessment year 2021. So once you see here, so it around 2 years. So okay, 18 you take I have said 19, you can take 19 or 18, doesn't matter. See here, so written down value on 1/4/2018 is 5 lakhs. Addition on 1/6/2018, okay, 5 lakhs. So once listen carefully, for us the previous year is 1920 na? So okay, here we have to take the 18 and 19. Why? Because 19 and 20 means here what happens means it will be less than 180 days. Okay, so here you consider it as 18 only, 2018. So written down value on 1/4/2018 is 5 lakhs. Addition means additionally he has purchased another machine, let us think, or else addition some parts he has made for that machine, let us think. So additions on 1/6/2018 is 5 lakhs. Both you add 10 lakhs. From that minus sales, nothing but he has sold. So sales how much? 2 lakhs. So finally the written down value is how much here? 8 lakhs. So on this 8 lakhs you have to calculate the 25%. On this 8 lakhs you have to calculate the 25%, and that will be the depreciation, that is 2 lakhs. Finally return on value on 31st March 2018 over 6 lakhs. ఓకేనా. సో ఇక్కడ డేట్ కొంచెం కన్ఫ్యూజ్ అమ్మా. డేట్ ఏం లేదు, ఇక్కడ పాత అప్పుడు ఇచ్చిన క్వశ్చన్ కాబట్టి డేట్ 2013 అని ఉంది. సో ఇక్కడ 2000 ఏమైంది, ఇక్కడ 19 అని పెట్టుకుంటే ఇటు ఏం ప్రాబ్లం లేదు. మనకి లెస్ దాన్ 180 days రాకుండా చూసుకోండి, అంటే ఈ క్వశ్చన్ ప్రకారంగా. ఇన్ కేస్ మనకి ప్రీవియస్ ఇయర్ లెస్ దాన్ 180 డేట్ ఉంటే ఫస్ట్ ఏం చేయాలి, ఇక్కడ డిప్రిసియేషన్ 50% చేసినాకనే ఏం చేయాలి, 50% చేసిన తర్వాతనే ఈ 25% క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేయాలి. ఓకే. నెక్స్ట్ కమింగ్ టు ది 12th క్వశ్చన్. దిస్ 12th క్వశ్చన్ ఆల్రెడీ సేమ్ 8th క్వశ్చన్. See, it is asked in October-November 2013. Again, it is asked in November-December 2018. So, same question, 12th. Okay. Next, 13th is enhanced depreciation. 13th is what? Enhanced depreciation. Till now, I have explained the rules. Same rules over here is there. Here are there. Okay. See. Next, coming to the deemed profit. Regarding deemed profit, in long question I have given, I explained the terms repairs to buildings, scientific research. So these things already I have said in long questions. Next is the 16th question. Explain whether the following expenses are allowed while computing business income or not. If not, why he has given. So goods and service tax, wealth and income tax, donation to political party, commission paid for purchasing raw material, bad debts. So once you see here, goods and service tax, it is paid on sales of goods and service and directly related to the business, therefore it is allowed as a deduction. Wealth and income tax, wealth tax is levied on wealth of an individual, so it is nowhere related to the business, therefore it is not allowed as a deduction. Next, income tax. Income tax, regarding income tax already I have said, it is a tax paid by individual on the personal income and not related to business, so it is not an admissible expense. It comes under inadmissible expense. Next, donation to political party. Any amount given to charity or donation to the political party is not an allowance deduction. It is not allowed as deduction as it is not related to the business, but the SSC can claim it as a deduction under section 80 from gross total income. Commission paid for purchase of raw materials. So if the business concern pay commission advisor course of business and related to the business, then it becomes an admissible expense. Bad debts, if written off in accounting books and there is no way that it can be recovered, then it is a loss of business and allowed as deduction while computing business income. Okay. Next, see the 17th question ma. What is the treatment of the following items while computing the business income? See, cost of installing new telephone, embezzlement of cash by employer, penalty paid for violating custom laws, for raising a loan brokerage is paid, legal expenses incurred for protecting business building, under expect promotion scheme subsidy received. Okay, so these items how they are treated while calculating the income from business. Once you see, first one what he has given, cost of installing new telephone, it is an admissible expenses, it is related to the business. Next, embezzlement of cash by an employee, and SSC have excess to cash, and in a normal course of business usage of cash by employee is possible, therefore it is an admissible expense, nothing but here what he is saying. See, as SSC have access to cash, okay, and in normal course of business usage, nothing but the amount is used for what purpose, for employees, so that's why it is treated as a business income and it is allowed, it comes under admissible expense. Next, penalty paid for violating custom laws. Violation of rules is an illegal activity, so penalty paid not allowed as deduction. So in case of any penalty paid in case of violating the laws, in that case it is not treated as a business expense, so it is not allowed as a deduction. Raising a loan brokerage paid, if a loan raised for business purpose, that it is allowed as a deduction. Next, legal expenses for protecting business, as it is directly related to the business, so it is an admissible expense. Subsidy received under export scheme, under section 28, subsidy received under export promotion scheme by government is an taxable income from business. Okay, so till here I have said. Next, ఇది వరకు చాలమ్మా. సో ఇవి షార్ట్ క్వశ్చన్స్కి అయితే ఇవి ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయండి విత్ లాంగ్. సో లాంగ్తో పాటు ఈ షార్ట్ కూడా మొత్తం ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయండి. ఓకేనా.